Episode 17. Yes.
Yes, of the Good Boys podcast.
Yeah, that was my most technical one yet. I had a
I
vibrato.
like I like that whole, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to be
Fucking
animated.
fuck
Exactly.
yeah, I like that. Like the
Fucking
enthusiasm.
bitch. Yeah, exactly.
Scoop some titties, dude, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, well, welcome to episode 17 of the Good Boys podcast. This the podcast that has been going on for too long. Before we get into it, today's sponsor is Titty Milk. Do 10% off on tittymilk.com with the code Good Boys, and you will get a nice container, about a quart size, sent straight to your door of fresh titty milk, and you can even choose girl or guy.
I don't think you want the guy one, dude. They only have one titty, dude. It's
Exactly.
not even a titty, dude.
Okay, so today we are going to go kind of like Batman-esque in here, and we're going to do Bones's origin story. We're going to listen to
Yeah.
how Bones' life from becoming a small little baby skeleton into the adult, almost adult skeleton that he is now. Yay!
Yeah.
So yes, we get
Uh
to hear how Bones came to be him.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a hard story to explain. Because the only reason why I say that is because I can't pinpoint exact parts, but there will be times where I can, and then I'll be like, oh no, that was over there.
mhm.
Like that could happen. I don't know though. I've been thinking about this a lot, not gonna lie. Just
Yeah.
so I don't fuck up or butcher it, but that's
That's
on me
okay.
though.
So we'll start from the very, very beginning, from the infantile stage.
Yes,
So
yes.
however much information you would like to put out there, you can start from
Okay.
there.
Okay, so I was born in a small country of United States of America, right? That sounds so fucking dumb, dude.
The very
No,
poor
but
third world country of United
very
States.
poor third world country. I should probably clarify. I did. There are some stuff that like are kind of like weird, but not weird. But like there are like some stuff that you might think are personal, but they really aren't. Like I don't. I talk about this shit all the fucking time, dude. It's no big fucking deal.
I'm leaving it up to
Um.
Bones to get as personal as he would like with the
Yeah.
information. So
Exactly. You can feel free to ask questions though,
I
Jake.
will.
On this.
I will
Okay.
ask clarifying questions maybe,
Yeah.
or yeah.
Yeah. You can ask whatever questions you want. I don't give a fuck, dude. You know. Also, I don't claim to have like a bad fucking childhood or like any of that. To me it was normal, but I didn't know it was like kind of like not fucked up, but just not good growing up. But it's not like I have like a least fucking bad story than definitely other people. I cannot put myself on like, oh, I was fucking, all that, adopted or like, my parents left me or I got abused, stuff like that. It's not like shit like that, like times 10, obviously. It's not like
Hmm.
that. But like, I guess I'd start from the beginning, all right? So my earliest memory that I remember was back when I was on a ranch because I used to live in a ranch, right? It was outside of town, not too well. That's when stuff was good in life, like because I was just a little boy, I think I want to say I was like 5 or 6 maybe
Hmm.
during that time, but like before that, actually, let me explain this part. We used to have a house with a pool, right? This was also outside of town, before the ranch. I almost fucking drowned, dude. I almost died. Yeah, I almost died.
Well,
What I remember is my mom saving me, or I guess my sister saved me,
okay.
which is really weird. Yeah, I
How did
almost
you? So
died.
what exactly happened with that?
Oh, so I was okay. So we were swimming. It was like a family swim. It was me, my mom, my sister, my brother, and I think my dad was there. I can't remember too well, but I remember running butt ass naked though. I remember running butt naked everywhere around like the pool,
Yeah,
and I just hopped in into like the deeper side. Well, like
yeah,
I honestly want to say this was my first time swimming. Not gonna lie, because I don't remember anything else before this than swimming. And I jumped there. I couldn't swim back up no matter how hard I tried. I remember like trying to, and I still get like anxiety trying to swim,
yeah,
to the deeper side because I get this memory. But I tried like flapping my arms, like a little fishy. I was
yeah.
like a little goldfish. And I remember my mom, but probably my sister. They hopped in there, but I remember like because my mom and my sister both had a like those little mermaid legs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
that shit they got like imported from somewhere. I don't know. It's fucking weird. And I remember seeing that, and like I remember Mermaid. I remember Mermaid, but I almost died or some shit. I don't know. And then, dude, I was coughing up so much water, dude. I was just inhaling water, like that whole time there. I was just sucking water, dude. Like just
Yeah.
water was part of me, and I was part of water. But that's not the point though. So that was like the like early stuff. Let's move on to the ranch. To the ranch.
Okay.
Um, no, it's just there's. Oh wait, actually no. Also in that house, my grandma, my mom, and my sister also said I saw a ghost there. I would always talk to something in that house, which is really weird because I don't remember shit in that house inside at least. But I don't know. That's the point. All right,
Yeah.
ranch time. So, Ram Ranch, outside of town. The same time I live in outside, not too far, but it was very fucking weird because it was like a single road. We did have one neighbor, but they're still relevant till this day, and I'll explain why. It's hella fucked up.
Okay.
But so basically, we were fine for like the most part. My parents were getting into some arguments, right? My sister just did her own thing. Me and my brother used to be really close during this time. We also had a dog, if I remember. I can't fucking remember the name though. It was like Blackie or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because the dog was black, and my sister named it. So it's Blackie was just like the
Okay.
word that you came from.
Sure.
It's not a good word today though.
No,
Obviously,
definitely
we
not.
were we were children. We were children,
I know. I know.
But during this time though, I had like an electric ATV, like a little four wheeler. It was pretty cool. It broke though. We did donuts outside the property line and stuff like that. We'd drive down the road. We used to have a little like a bulldozer, like like the little fucking shit like that, to, like shovel
Yeah.
and stuff like. We used to have one of those, and we used to like always drive it. Me and my brother, which like we weren't allowed to do, but it was like really fun. And also, there was a time when my mom went to do laundry outside, and I locked us outside the house, and she still makes fun of me for this. She locked me. I locked us outside the house, and my mom was freaking out, dude. I remember my mom being super mad,
Yeah.
and to me it was hilarious, dude. Honestly, I was laughing the whole time. But then I kept laughing up until she said, "I need you to climb up the bathroom window and open the door from the inside." And I started crying, dude. I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I started crying, but I did it. I jumped into the tub and fucking did like a backflip somersault down to the tub, and then ran to the.
How old were you around this time?
It was either 5 or 6, dude.
Okay.
5 or 6, yeah. And I went to the door, I opened it. I remember my mom being super proud of me and all
Nice.
that stuff. It
You
was
turned
super
from
dope,
zero
dude.
to hero.
Basically, dude, like if it wasn't for me, we'd be homeless, you know.
Exactly.
But that was like one of the biggest thing that happened there. I remember like, dude, I remember playing a lot of PlayStation 2 back then too. So I guess that's kind of where like we started playing games and stuff for
Yeah.
sure. But to like the major stuff, I guess. I remember last time, dude. Uh, there was some abuse within my family, right? But like it was like for like dumb fucking reasons,
Okay.
like, stupid fucking reasons. I can't really get into detail, obviously, because you know.
Yeah.
But like dogs. But it was kind of fucked up. And I remember running around a lot, dude, during that time. Like that time, I was like, I just remember asking myself like, why, like why
Why
would that
what?
occur? Like why like the abuse would occur?
Oh, okay.
I was like, why? Like back then I didn't understand it. I was like, damn, dude, like I don't understand like this whole situation. I just remember crying, but I never knew why it ever happened, dude. I was
Okay.
so confused, which is really weird to me. And like, I think after that, like that never like happened again, like a while until we moved again. I moved in a total. I moved what, 1, 2, 3. I moved a total of 6 times in my lifetime. And again, first time was like the pool house. Second time was a ranch house. But in the ranch house, we had no neighbors, right? And there was like abuse within our family, but like it's not as bad as like people think it was. Like it's just like why, like a why situation for me, like why that ever happened, you know? But it's not as bad as like you think it is. It was just like like some normal Mexican shit. like
Okay.
times five, right?
Sure.
But like
I'm
I just
white,
never
so I don't know
understood
what that
why.
would be.
Yeah, it's like some like it's like sandals, like
Oh,
sandals
chanclas,
and
right?
stuff. Yeah, chanclas or like extension cords or like fucking some shit like belts, dude. Belts a big one in my family. Belts. We love belts.
Great.
We don't love belts. Dude.
Okay.
But what's it called? I remember I am gonna start talking about my parents' divorce now though, right? Because obviously that's like the good shit. That's content right there. But
Okay.
what's it called? I remember my dad used to work a lot, right? Well, he says he was there a lot, but like in reality he really wasn't. Obviously because work, but also other reasons, which caused a divorce, right? Because this is how the story goes. Um, my our neighbor, he had a family. It was a dad, the mom, two sons, well, three sons now, and then one daughter, right? And our neighbor, the husband, I'm gonna call him R, right? So R told my mom that my dad was cheating on her with seven different women, right? Seven different women. And if you don't
Damn.
understand, that's hold seven fingers up. Five, seven, right?
It's a lot.
Seven different women. That's a lot of women. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking women. But like the thing is, he told my mom that it was women that he worked for in like the construction business. So like if a woman would hire him, my dad would swoop in, and like do all
Okay.
that shit.
Yeah.
But it was like super fucked up. And my mom didn't believe it, but then like my mom got those women like to like talk to my dad because my mom found out with R, and then my dad just denied it, dude. Because my dad is I don't know if you've seen Invincible, but my dad's like Omni Man. You know that one meme where it's like
I haven't seen
why
that
did
show.
you haven't
No.
why did you make me do this?
No, but I'm
That
sure other
meme.
people do.
Yeah, so my dad's like Omni Man basically.
Yeah.
And if you don't know Omni Man, he's hella fucked up. But like
Okay.
but like my mom found out. She told the women to and she told the women about it, and they're like, yeah, we know this guy. We bang, right? And feel free to laugh, dude. You can laugh. I really don't mind. Feel free
Oh,
to
I
laugh.
wasn't expecting that, but yeah.
But my dad kept denying it, denying it, denying it to the point where like my mom believed him that, oh yeah, he probably didn't do it. But my dad tells a different story, obviously, and I'll get to that later on. But after all that jazz, we moved from the ranch into town, into like the ghetto. Not it's like in the ghetto, but the least ghetto part of the ghetto.
Okay.
It was like by like the factories and shit, like all like where like people would like cut up meat, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a super small house, and we lived there with another family. I remember that. It was kind of fucking weird. The kids were cool though. But I think I was 7 or 8 during that time. I think 2 years passed, if I remember right. I think I was in what? No, I was there for 3 years. So I'd be like what?
Uh,
10, like 10,
yeah,
I
10.
think.
If from 7, yes.
Yeah, like 10 probably. And from there, if I remember correctly, I just remember spending a lot of that time during that house when we first moved, thinking about how hard school was now. Because if you're unaware, I'm fucking stupid, right? So school was hard for me. Math was extremely hard. Math's fucking,
Same.
it's unbelievably hard.
Same.
The
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah.
If you can't,
Math is my
yeah.
worst subject. 100%.
Like I do everything besides math, meth too. But there's a thing we called like in school that they gave us called drops in a bucket, which was just like a stupid name for like a little paper like you have to do like math problems, and like it was easier all the way to hardest, and it was super hard. And I remember like they gave us till Friday to finish it. I remember that, and I would never finish it, so I told my brother to do it for me. My brother would do it for me, so I'm pretty sure that's how I passed like second grade or no third grade, one of those,
Yeah.
right? But it was stupid hard. I remember that, and I remember eating a lot of pizza during this time because like my mom wouldn't cook anymore for some reason. She's like we would just eat pizza, guys.
Okay.
Which is yeah. If you don't know pizza, guys, it's just fucking pizza, guys. It's just like shitty pizza. It
Oh,
wasn't bad though.
that's like a place. pizza guys?
Yeah, Pizza Guys. That's the name
Oh,
of it.
okay. I thought you were
Pizza
just
Guys.
saying like you guys were pizza guys because you ate
No,
a
no,
lot of
no,
pizza.
no, no. We had a we ate in a place called Pizza Guys. Well, well, I stuttered some fucking. We brought pizza from Pizza Guys. It was pretty good. It was really greasy. The ranch was really good though. Like you're not gonna have any better ranch than Pizza Guys ranch. I'm just saying right now. Like it was super. Like
There is one place I'm thinking about right now where
think so?
you may be not sure.
I don't know, dude. And shitty pizza,
There's
but
a
good fucking ranch.
there's a place in the closest metropolitan town to me that it's a place called Sizzle Pie, which is a pizza
Sizzle
place. Really good pizza, even better garlic knots. The garlic knots there are fucking
fries.
S tier food in general, but their ranch, and because it's kind of a hipster town, it's like gluten free ranch,
Yeah.
but it really is like the best ranch I think I've ever had in my life.
Really? That you can claim best ranch out of like in your
In
whole
my
life? You
life
can claim
so
that?
far, yes. So I think
Yes.
it would be match up, yes.
I can't agree with you on that.
Well,
You have to
we'd
try
have to try
Pizza
it. We'd have
Guys.
to try
Yeah.
it.
We'd have to decide on which one.
Exactly.
Maybe one day if we meet up someday.
Yes, we will do a you'll have to bring some, either you have to bring some up, or I have to bring some, down, or back and forth, left, right, center, who knows.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do that one
I have
day.
to go to parts unknown where you live.
But back to the story. The ranch is fucking amazing though. I remember that. The ranch was incredible. We see that with breadsticks all the time. But during this time though, I remember we didn't have TV anymore. Well, we did have TV, but we had what's that thing called? Satellite TV.
Yeah.
And I watched a lot of Cubo. I don't know
Oh,
if you know what
Jesus
Cubo
fuck.
is. You know Cubo?
Cubo is like the kids channel that you'll find in the random fucking Russian diner.
Yeah, basically.
That's
Basically,
how
yeah.
I know Cubo.
Dude,
There's a
dude.
breakfast place near us that's like Russian owned. And that's all he ever fucking played was Cubo, dude.
Cubo is the best show ever, dude. Like network show for kids. Like if you don't have if you have satellite TV, watch fucking Cubo. You'll love it. If they
Hmm.
still have it though. But Cubo was it was a hit or miss. Sometimes it's really good. Some of the like shows are really good in there, but some of them were actually absolute dog ass. Like there was like a weird book one that would just explain stories to you, but like it was so fucking dumb. But like there was amazing shows like Piccola, uh uh Barbar or something like that. I can't
Yeah.
remember. I can't remember the rest to be honest with you, but it's fun. There's like tons more. Oh, Zula Patrol was a good one. That's how you learn some good fucking physics, you know.
Nice.
But I watched a lot of Cubo, and I remember me and my brother had a hockey table, and I don't know how we got it. I don't remember how we
Like an
got a
air
hockey
hockey
table.
table, is that what you mean?
Huh?
You mean an air hockey table?
Yeah, an air hockey
Okay,
table.
okay, yeah.
We had one of those, and I don't remember how we fucking got it, dude. Like I remember we had it, then it was gone.
Hmm.
Like I think it lasted for like I think 3 days or something. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. But we had an air hockey table. It was pretty cool though, not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah, I
anything
had
like that.
one when I was really young too.
Yeah, they're fucking fun, huh?
Yeah, they're very finicky things to have though, because they will
Yeah.
break or not work very easily.
Exactly, dude. But honestly, they're a blast to have though. I miss those. I remember we used to go to the arcades all the time, and they'd have like the big ones,
Hmm.
and those were fucking lit. But again, during this time though, with my parents though, right? My parents didn't really talk to each other that much when we moved here. It was just like, oh, my dad went to work. He'd come back late at night. My mom would just like clean the house, and that's it. We wouldn't like that's how, like that time passed during that house, which was really weird. But during that house, something happened. Something bad happened. But I can like, there's no point in saying that. But yeah, something bad happened. To me personally, I can't. You have to like assume this one.
Okay.
Some fucking weird shit, dude. Weird shit. But I think for that one, time passed really fast for that. But then we moved again. I think like, after like the years that we were there, I think it was what I think fourth grade. We moved to the new one, and we moved into our old, uh, my uncle's old house, basically. And during that house, I remember the first time we moved there, we ate KFC, and KFC for us back then was like just fucking, it was like What's like a fancy restaurant that people eat at?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know.
I,
Like
I I don't know of like a national like
yeah.
fancy restaurant. There's no such thing.
Well, pretend you're gonna go like to like fucking
Outback
salt.
Steakhouse, kinda.
No, not Outback Steakhouse. Like Salt Bay level.
Okay.
Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
for us KFC was Salt Bay level. Because
Nice.
during this time we started struggling on money, obviously. But later we found out that my dad actually was hiding money away from us. So he wouldn't provide for the family, right? So it was just like obviously like, hidden away,
Okay.
right? Which is really weird if I think about it. But it's fine, I'll explain more stuff later on. But that happened. We ate KFC. We moved everything in, like our old furniture, all that stuff. And the thing with my mom is my mom loves spending money. This is probably why my dad hid a lot of money. But my mom loves spending money, dude. She would ask for something and my dad would always get it for her. But like it would be like dumb shit, dude. Like stupid dumb shit.
Yeah.
Uh we had furniture that was so fucking fancy, dude. But like in a shitty house, which was really weird. Like this back like in the little ghetto house, but like we had like fancy furniture from the old house in this like shitty little fucking house, right?
Yeah.
And I hated this fucking furniture, dude. It was so fucking horrible. Like we're like it's so fucking what's that word called? Uh the way you like it was too big. It was way like it was over dramatic, and my mom always liked over dramatic stuff. Cause my if you're unaware, my well, I forgot to explain it. My mom's family came from Spain to Mexico,
Okay.
right? And
Yeah.
like her family was like not wealthy at first, but then they became wealthy later, like a little bit wealthy a little bit later on. Back when she was what, like I think like 20, or no, like not 20. No, that makes sense. I think back when she was like 13 or 14. That's when they got like a little bit wealthy because in the town in Mexico that we're in, my dad's family has the biggest house, right? So
Yeah.
that no big deal, no big
Like
deal.
right now
But yeah, currently we still have the biggest house,
in
and back
Mexico.
then, no, not in Mexico, but in the town we had in Mexico.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty insane.
No, no. But my dad. Okay, you know what? Let me just fucking backtrack, dude. It's better.
Yeah.
Let me explain my mom and my dad's fucking history
Okay.
real quick. All right, so my dad grew up very poor. He's a very poor guy. He is, I think, what? He is the third oldest of six siblings.
Well,
All
that
right.
explains it right there.
Yeah. He is the third oldest of six siblings. And what's it called? They grew up very poor. They had a house. It was made out of metal, like metal sheets and shit in Mexico.
Yeah.
And they had a dirt floor. This like I'm telling you what he told me, and my grandma like told us about this too. But they had a dirt floor and they would mop the dirt floor, which is really weird. But like if you think about it, that would like clean dirt. At least it's fucking clean. Like
Yeah.
my dad would always tell me how like he would always like play soccer with like a weird like rubber band balls. Like it'd be like giant rubber bands or something with like socks and all that stuff. It was super weird. Like he'd always like run around, play soccer all the time. And like he would also like sew food to like get money for the house.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And like all the siblings had to do that. For my dad's siblings, they all did that. So that's how they got like a little bit more money. They were all working. But there's like some weird stuff that happened with money wise, because like all of a sudden something happened. Like they got like a bigger house. I don't know like how they did that. They got a bigger house. But I remember my grandpa, my dad's dad. He also played baseball too. So like there's like some athletics in the family. But he
Mhm.
got his fucking dude. My grandpa got his fucking leg broken, dude, playing baseball, dude. Like someone hit it with the ball and the ball fucking shredded his leg, dude.
It
So
must have been pretty
fucking
fucking
bad.
hard.
Oh, dude, bro. It broke his leg. He couldn't walk normal after that, dude. Because the doctors back then were shit, dude.
Yeah, of
So
course.
fucking shit. Yeah. But like he would walk with like a limp, hella slow. He still worked though. It was crazy though. He was badass. He was hella funny too. That also runs in the family.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but he was hella funny. He'd always make fart jokes, or he would fart during a conversation to make you laugh. It was fucking hilarious, dude. Amazing guy.
Just like farts
Rest
on command.
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
Cause like my grandma and my aunt would get into an argument, and like he'd tell me, he's like, hey, and like he'd rip ass, and then I start laughing immediately, dude. It was fucking hilarious. But that's how that happened. My dad was also the first one in the town to bring alarm systems.
Okay.
Yeah, he was also that. But we had a big house, and it's still under construction to this day. For stupid fucking reasons, because we don't even live there anymore. But I think we're gonna sell it though. But the house is still under construction. I think it's a 3-story house, and I don't know how many acres it is, but like there's giant fucking walls and shit. Because like in Mexico, like once you move to the U.S. and you get like good money for construction, you can move back and get hella shit. That's how it was back then.
Yeah.
But we had like my dad would buy hella shit, dude, too. We had a big backyard. We had a big house, but we never had furniture in the house. We only had like a couple mattresses to sleep on, one TV, and that's it. Like the big ass house, because my dad had like a whole vision for it, but he just never got to it, obviously.
Hmm.
But my mom's side, she grew up educated. She went to a Catholic school. I never knew that till this year actually, and she told me how horrible it was
Yeah.
because like they used to like, hit children really bad if you fucked up. And they said they hit her a lot because she wasn't good at math either. So that also runs in the family, you know. Not math, no math skills, but what's it called? With my mom though, it was a little bit. They were a little bit wealthy, basically. Damn, dude, this is so. I feel fucking annoyed, dude. Like I'm talking too. I feel like I'm talking too much or something.
Well, that's the whole point of the episode.
I
This is
know,
your
but
origin
like
story. So
it's
you're
not
talking for like almost
consistent
a
though,
whole
dude.
hour or
Well,
however
yeah, but
long it
it's not
takes.
consistent. You know what I mean? It's just
Well,
like
it's
random
okay.
fucking. All
I
right,
didn't
fuck
write
you,
down
guys.
anything for mine, which is next episode. So like I'm going off the dome for that.
Yeah, I should probably write. I should written this down. But my mom's family got wealthy. She was like 14 or something. But my mom and my dad. My mom was 16 when she with my dad. And my dad was 21. Right, and that's
Canceled.
kind of how stuff was back then a little bit. Not too much, but like it was like about the time when it was ending. But like my mom, it's because my dad liked my mom's friend first, but then my dad told me she was kind of a bitch, and then
Okay.
uh and then one day my mom and my dad were hanging out because the girl was being a bitch, and then my dad fell in love with my mom, right? And I remember super cliche and shit, right? But there
Yeah.
was a dance, and then my dad asked my mom to dance, and my mom said my dad used to be super awkward but super confident at the same time, which is hella funny because it's true. It runs in the family.
Yeah.
But but he asked her to dance, and just from there on out, they just kind of did like a thing. Cause I remember my mom used to work like in 2 cities away from the place in Mexico, and then my dad would drive all the way over there. 'Cause he's a massive fucking simp. He'd drive all the way over there to go pick her up or just to talk to her. And I remember one day my mom told him, "You want to take me to my house?" And he's like, "Really? Really? You know, really?" And my mom says that happened, but if I ask my dad's super like fucking like like he won't say that. Like really, you know?
Yeah.
But he's like he the only thing he says like I was a little nervous. That's what he said. But my mom like gave fucking detail that I thought was hilarious. But then yeah, my mom got married to my dad when she was 16. He was 21 or 22 or something.
Hmm.
Um my dad used to look like Elvis too back then, which is very weird. Not
Nice.
weird, but just cool. Yeah, Mexican Elvis.
It's pretty dope.
My mom's a dirty blonde too, which is weird also because her family, my grandma, her family has red hair. Uh, and my grandpa has black hair. Big ass nose. We didn't get that gene though. Um, and then her sisters, one of them has reddish black hair, and then the other one has black. So it's I don't know. I guess it's like a weird gene. My mom got like dirty blonde hair.
Okay.
It's weird. I don't know. Yeah, but again, let's go back to they moved on. You know, et cetera, et cetera. The pool house and the ranch house, and then to the new house, which I'll call, I guess, the blue house. I don't know. The house was blue at the time. I don't know if I can know, but it was blue. We moved to KFC, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But this is the time when like my parents used to like really hate each other, like super bad, to like the point where like the abuse got a little worse.
Okay.
Obviously, again, my dad was Omni Man, but what's it called? What's it called? When that happened, a lot of shit happened during this time. I was very depressed for a very young fucking kid during this
Hmm.
time, which was obvious, 'cause, all that shit was going on. They'd always yell at each other. They'd always start arguments. My dad would cheat on my mom. My mom would always talk to like the neighbors still. Because he kept constantly giving like my dad shit for no fucking reason. Because my dad thought that him and my neighbor were friends, like R, right? R.
Hmm.
They were good friends, and then my dad felt betrayed, I guess, because he told her that he was cheating on her, even though it's obviously justifiable,
Yeah, that's kind of
because
like a that's like an okay thing to snitch on.
yeah, it's an okay thing. But my dad was like felt betrayed, I guess, which is like off for obvious fucking reasons,
Yeah,
dumbass,
you're the victim, buddy.
Exactly, dude. That's what I tell my dad. What's it called? But my dad till this day won't own up to cheating though, by the way. He will not own up to it. Like we all know, but he won't own up to it. But abuse got a little worse. But then it stopped one day. It wasn't like abuse like every fucking day, It was
Hmm.
just like every so often, not like bad. It was just like some shit. We lock our doors and all that stuff. But like my dad wouldn't, barge in or anything, shit. It sounds a little too rough, but like it's not as bad as it seems, from what I remember at least. But my dad was an alcoholic for like the first, like, from what I remember, he'd always smell like fucking beer, well, again, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So like he was in the right state of mind, but I'm not gonna say that was right, Obviously, he's better now. But what's it called? He was a big alcoholic. My mom would constantly cry a lot, dude. Like there'd be times like my mom wouldn't even want to like be here, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was super fucked up. So pretty much, my sister raised us. Mainly, my sister raised me and my brother a lot, so I learned a lot from my sister. But even then, I never felt close to my sister or my brother for a while after all that, because after like my parents like drama and all that, we kind of distanced ourselves from each other. We just kind of like did our own thing. And for my sister, because my sister used to get bullied by her family, right? So like, for example, because she was the firstborn, my dad's family, like my dad's siblings. Oh, by the way, my I forgot to say this. My dad's family's fucked up. Like they're fucked up people in general. But they used to bully my sister, where my sister almost killed herself and shit like that. Stuff like that. And it was like super intense stuff from what I remember, and from what I've heard. That, and then my brother, my brother's white. Like he came out like pale,
Hmm.
right? So he didn't get like bullied a lot, like from like that fat part of the family, because my even though my sister was the firstborn, she looked a lot like my dad.
Yeah.
Dark toned, all that stuff. And my brother said that he never got like anything bad happen to him, and I never got anything bad happen to me except for my older cousin bullying me a lot, dude. That dude's a fucking dickhead. I still don't talk to him no more. 'Cause I remember I smacked him with whipped cream hella bad one day. And then
Nice.
after that, we just never talked anymore. It was hella funny though. It's worth it though. Fucking
Do
worth
you
it.
feel like part of it, the reason why your sister got it worse than you guys is just because she was a female, or do you think it just
Not,
happened to
not.
be that way?
I think it just happened to be that way because it was my aunt that bullied her, and she was also a female.
Yeah.
The female in our family run shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is
but like
that's
I
pretty common in like Hispanic families too, right? Like
yeah, women
yeah.
run shit.
Yeah.
Unless the husband's a fucking like a drug dealer, he doesn't run shit really. You know.
True. Yeah. I
But
mean,
like
I was gonna make a stupid joke. I was gonna be like, I've seen Coco, dude. I know.
dude, I fucking love Coco. It's super
Such a good
accurate.
movie, dude.
Historical depictions in reality. But I don't think it was because she was female. I think it was just because she was firstborn. And my dad's family did not like my mom. They did not like my mom at all. Like my mom's like super nice, super kind. She's definitely the better parent, but I cannot say both parents were good parents,
Yeah.
because I it sounds fucked up, but my mom was a bit selfish, because she had kids, and obviously she was on the right state of mind, but which makes sense. Obviously, it is justified, but at the same time, she had kids, right? Like we're like fucking little children. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I can't say selfish. I wouldn't say that word, but she was very how do it's I don't want to sound like a dickhead, but my mom was like she tried. She really did try. You know, when during those hard times. Selfish is the only word I really know to like to that word, but it's not so it's not I wouldn't use the word selfish, but I kind of have to because you know,
Yeah,
you know what else am I supposed
for
to
lack of a
fucking
better
say?
term.
Yeah, for lack of a better term, exactly. And she did try. She'd always cry a lot. I remember every time I saw my mom, she'd always be crying or all that stuff. But the good times I did see her, we'd always go like she'd like again, she'd use a lot of my dad's money to buy shit, which is a big no no, because that kind of fucked us. But
Yeah,
we'd always go like to like Target and stuff. Because my mom would always want us to have good stuff. But you know, my dad had to work, and then my dad got kind of frustrated that you know she kept spending a lot of money, but you know she kept saying it was like for the family, but it started turning more into like you know her stuff and all that stuff, and my dad had to work more, et cetera, et cetera. But the only time I saw my mom happy was when we were going shopping, or if I was always following her around, because I'm a mama's boy, dude. I used to always follow her around all the time. Like she'd always tell you I'd always like grab like her shirt. I'd never lose her.
yeah.
I did lose her one day and I got fucking scared. Incredible. But that was my mom though, and my dad again. He worked a lot. He always says he was there. He really wasn't though, to be honest.
Mhm.
Again, my sister raised us, stuff like that. During that house. But then I'm gonna get to like the crazy shit, I guess. So like after like the whole cheating scandal, R started telling my mom more stuff, right? How he still kept cheating, all that stuff. And when that happened, my dad met this bitch. Right, she was a whore, fucking whore. I hate her, dude. I hate her. My dad claims that he met her before they divorced, but that was not the fucking case. I remember seeing her one day before the divorce, and every time I tell him, "No, I saw her before the fucking divorce," he's like, "I was there, right? I was
Yeah,
fucking there." And he's like, "Nah, you're just a little kid, you know, shit, right?" And when that happened, my dad filed for divorce. But my dad tried flipping the sides around because my dad was kind of manipulative in a way. Like he'd always like say, "No, it's your mom." You know, he'd always play the blame game, stuff like that. "Oh, it's your mom cheated." You know, they'd always switch shit around,
yeah,
all that stuff, and it was not good because during that time I was very confused on who was a bad guy. You know, but then that's what they both wanted. They both wanted to like you know say who was a bad guy, all that stuff. My sister, I think again this I kind of jumped a little forward by the way. We already moved in all that stuff. But if I remember right, my sister ran away. She dipped because she did not want to deal with my parents anymore, and she left at a young age. I think she was like what 16 or 17, and oh wait no, yeah, she was like 16 or 17 if I'm right. I think. But she ran away. She got a job and then like she got her own apartment and then she kind of came back in a way. But she didn't want to be with them anymore. But me and my brother were pretty much left there. It was kind of confusing during that time. But like it's again the sister thing was a little bit more forward. It's kind of fucked thing.
hmm
But my mom and my dad, right? Uh, after like that whore showed up and all that stuff, things got worse. My dad this was like in December, and I told you this before, remember? Like the whole December shit, the cold shit, you know, all that fucking, you know,
I
all that
think so.
jazz.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to go through it.
Yeah. But during this time, this is when like things got worse. And I always blamed myself for the divorce for a stupid reason, even though it wasn't because of me, right? There was a specific time that I remember where I wanted milk for cereal, right?
Yeah,
And I told my dad, "Can you go get milk?" And he's like, "Don't we have milk here?" And I'm like, I don't think so." And then and like he told my mom to get it, and like, they got into an argument over milk, and I always blame myself after that. I always thought the divorce was on me, right?
yeah,
Over fucking milk. Like I just wanted you know, Captain Crunch, you know.
yeah.
But but
Small price to
after
pay for a sweet bowl of Scrapped Crunch.
exactly, dude. It's super crunchy, dude. I fucking loved it. But oh no, it wasn't Captain Crunch. It was what was it? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's what it's called. But It got worse during that time. My dad was start sleeping in the living room. My mom was sleeping in the other room. And I remember my dad kicked the door in one time because he's hella mad. But like he just kicked it in, nothing else. There's still like plywood there to this day. We didn't even fucking fix that. It's the same house by the way. But my bad. Super hard to fucking recollect all this
Oh, you're
shit,
good.
dude. That was kind of hard to explain. But that happened. Again, this was still kind of fourth grade, fifth grade. Uh, so that happened, right? My bad if I keep saying that. It's super annoying, dude. I know.
You're good.
But that happened, and then December rolls around. My dad, if I remember, went to Mexico, right? Either went to Mexico or something else happened. He went to Mexico. I'm just gonna go with Mexico. He went to Mexico. It was December. He told us he'd come back, but my mom told us that he planned on leaving, which was true. He did plan on leaving us, and he left for about a month, right? If I would correct, like I'm gonna say like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think it was a month. It felt like a month. I'm pretty sure it was a month, but it could have been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, for example. But during December, right? But the whole 1 month, 3 month things related to something else. Uh, During that December, we ran out of power. We didn't have power. We didn't have money to pay power. Um, we we were like in the cold, right? Because December is really fucking cold, right? So like cold nights. My sister would we would use our neighbor's Wi-Fi constantly
Like
to like just
without them
walk
knowing or with them knowing?
without them knowing.
Okay.
We would always use it constantly, and like we'd always we'd watch The Walking Dead, right? Which fucking good show. I was
Yeah.
scared of those. I was super scared of kid, by the way, too. Like I had a lot of fears as a child. Like I was always scared of like Chucky. Definitely Jeepers Creepers. I don't know if you know Jeepers Creepers,
Yeah,
but it's
I do.
fucking terrifying, bastard. I swear to dude, I swear to God, I saw him when I was a fucking kid, dude. I swear to fucking God. There's no
Well,
fucking way I
I will
didn't see
tell
him.
you that you didn't because it's definitely a fictional
Oh
movie.
no, dude.
So,
Dude, dude, this was back in the ranch, right? This is when I first saw the movie. I saw a giant fucking thing flying, dude. Like a giant like bird fucking creature humanoid thing flying. Not like it actually flying like itself, but like I saw like its fucking shadow above me. And it was fucking
mm,
huge, dude. Like huge. Like how do I explain this?
I mean,
Wings
like
this wall,
condors can get pretty fucking big.
nah, the size of like a car?
Condors, well, not like the size of a car, but if I
Nah.
remember right, like how, let me look up how big their wingspan is because I go to the zoo a decent amount, so I know
Yeah.
this a little bit.
Because like, dude, this
Condor,
bastard was big, dude. Big fucking bastard. Like car size.
yeah, okay. Can't condors can be a wingspan of 10.5 feet,
How much is that?
nearly as long as a compact car.
Yeah, nah, this bitch wasn't a compact car. This is like
This
full
is
blown
fucking pickup,
SUV,
dude.
dude. This was SUV, dude. I'm
Okay,
telling you, it was fucking huge. But that's not the point. Again, I was scared kid, right?
yeah.
And I was scared of zombies. Terrifying fucking experience during December, especially. I always had like weird dreams about like zombies and all that stuff. But again, it was very cold. It started getting to it started getting to Christmas, right? And
Yeah.
we had Christmas break, and that's like where like the power really went out and like all that shit, right? Because like
Hmm.
we would like use power from our neighbor for the fridge only. Literally that's all. Besides that, we would spend our days just waiting there for our dad to come back, and like the dude wasn't gonna fucking come back. You know, it was fucking cold. I was fucking freezing. We like all like stay in one room with like giant blankets. We'd all like sleep like in like a little roll like giant burritos, and
Okay.
uh yeah, he didn't come back for a while, and then the my dad told the landlord to kick us out. Um, super fucked up thing because she'd always come in knocking and shit, and like my mom would always tell us to hide, stuff like that. And and when that happened, we didn't have money to pay for rent now. And it this was my bad. Our neighbors also gave us food during Christmas because we didn't have like hella shit going on that time. But then again, we couldn't pay rent, and then we got kicked out, and then we didn't know where to go, and then there was a truck in the back of a Goodwill. So we slept there for like I want to say like about a month or like 2, 3 weeks, a month. Could have been a month, right? Felt like a month. and we were just eating leftover food from a sandwich shop. Like they would always give us leftover, and if it wasn't that, it was like close to like expired food. Because like
Yeah.
again, there was nothing else. It was just me, my sister, my brother, and my mom. And this was like again, this was like pre she moved out. Uh, right? Again, I get like all like the like ages and all that shit mixed up.
Yep.
But that happened. It was a white shitty truck, and I remember the truck smelled like vomit. Like it smelled like like bad fucking vomit, dude. And it was in the back of a Goodwill again. I went to school during that time too. I always walked to school. And if it wasn't that, my mom got money from R, right? And then we kept the truck. We ended up keeping the truck. It was like a shitty pickup. That smelled like vomit. It had missing tires, shit like that, right? But we got all that fixed, and then we actually kept the car, and then we actually, ended up like having like the permits, like on, like car shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
We ended up actually keeping it, and then my mom would always drive that car, take us to school, all that stuff. But my mom didn't want a scene in the car, right? Because she didn't want like the other students like seeing that we were like below them,
Hmm.
all that stuff. Like even though it was a public school, all that shit, she just still like, she cared about our image, right? Which is kind of a good thing, because she cared that we didn't look bad for like school or like a job interviews, for example, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But
This is sounding super weird. Three.
fuck. But yeah. And then she'd always drive us around and shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'd sleep in the truck, and then my dad paid the landlord. He came back to keep he came back because legit the only reason why he came back was because he felt bad. That's the only reason why, not because we were his kids, really. Or I don't know. I guess no. I guess yeah, because we were his kids. He felt bad because like he was leaving his kids, but like he was still like planning on leaving. But I guess the only reason why he came back was because he felt bad. And my mom told me this 2 years ago or a year ago,
Hmm.
and she told me that, and I was like, what the fuck? And I told my dad that this year, and like he didn't answer the question. Like he just looked at me like sad, and that's when I confronted him like this year about that. And I was like, yeah, what a fucking cunt, right? So he only came back because he felt bad, no really other reason. And and I'm pretty sure he has another family in Mexico still, for all I know, because there's this woman over there who has a son who looks exactly like my dad. And little bastard fucking my dad always says that he's our cousin, which is fucking cap, dude. There's no fucking way he's my cousin, dude.
Yeah.
Zero fucking way. Because apparently she was my uncle's girlfriend, and they got married. But then my dad swooped in, all of a sudden, boom, new kid, all that shit, right? And he looks
Okay.
exactly like my fucking dad. So, it's a little fucked up kind of thing. Little bastard kid, little bastard father, right?
Yeah.
But I hate that kid, dude. I fucking talked to him, dude. Little shithead, dude. Little fucking shithead. Fucking despise him, dude. I'll fucking oh, dude. Oh, all that
Okay.
shit, right? Little bastard, dude. I cannot explain how much I hate this little bastard, dude. But
Okay.
little shithead, dude. And he has her living in the house right now to take care of it, to take care of it. And he has like a little bastard over there to also take care of it. And that's like a fucking little shithead dog. I love dogs, but a little shithead dog, a little fucking chihuahua shithead, but little crackhead dog. But
In your
but
house now?
no, the Mexico house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were living there since that December, and they're still living there now.
Okay.
But it's like but every time we go over there, they're not there for obvious fucking reasons, right? Because
Yeah.
they don't want to, they don't want me and my brother conflicting and shit, right?
Yeah.
A little bastard fucking child. But that's not the point though. The point is that my dad came back because he felt bad. But he came at the perfect moment because we didn't know what to fucking do anymore. I was close to not going to school anymore and just to work, right? And my mom was working. I don't know what she was doing. I have no fucking clue. I think she was working at Target or something. I don't know. But R also gave her money though. But when that happened, my dad came back at the perfect time because again we didn't know what to fucking do anymore because we didn't have a house, we didn't have the fucking truck, right? Um, he came back. Perfect timing. We didn't know what to do. And then my dad's like, "Oh, come here, guys. Come here. Come give me a hug. I missed you guys. Like, oh, I wonder where I went.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. What
Took me a
happened?
long time to get the fucking milk, dude.
But
They've been
he's like,
out for
"Oh,
a
what
long
happened?"
time, and I thought I'd wait there.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. Bastard shows up. Uh, we go back into the house. Power's back on. He's like, "Oh, go play your new Xbox." And I'm like, "Whoa, dude, new Xbox 360? What?" Right?
Yeah.
So he tries to buy us out. Obviously, it worked. Uh,
Fuck, love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
You're the best.
Obviously, it
I look
fucking
up to
worked.
you.
Yeah, and my mom was there though. Because she still loved my dad, right?
Hmm.
But she knew he was not one to trust, but he still wanted us to see him, even though he's a fucking bastard. But she was just kind of there outside the house waiting for us to come back, and
Hmm.
then they spoke. And I remember last time we were there, we stayed for my dad for a bit, and my brother had a new PlayStation, I had an Xbox, and my sister just had makeup. It was like shitty Barbie makeup or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember. My dad was cheap. Like when it came to like buying makeup for my sister, it was just fucking hilarious. Cause he always buys good shit, but my
Yeah.
sister'd always cheap out, which is fucking hilarious, dude. Fucking hilarious. But she had like Barbie makeup, dude. It was fucking dumb, but she still appreciated it. But even though she hated him, because she knew the truth the whole fucking time. Which we didn't. She would never tell us. We'd always ask her, why is the mom and dad fighting all the time, right? Stuff like that. But I'm gonna start speeding up here though.
You're good.
But huh?
You're okay.
Okay. But my mom would stay out there. She would sleep in the truck still. My dad had us there. We had power, we had food, we had everything during that time, dude. Not like everything, right? But like we were happy that our dad came back. We had food, we had power, we had heat because we were fucking cold for like the longest time. It was unbelievable how cold it was. I'm never gonna forget how cold it was, dude. Like I like the cold now, obviously, because the heat's fucking worse. But like, dude, it was cold. Like imagine Costco fridge cold, right? But
Yeah.
like I guess like just like a little bit more worse and like constantly every fucking day. Which shit. And then at night it'd be worse too. Um my dad came back and I wanna say that like a little time jump happened because I can't remember after what happened when he came back, except for like just eating food and shit. But then oh wait, no, I remember now. I remember my mom went to go live with R for a bit, with her family, which was a little fucked up. But then somehow she came back. She had money for an apartment, and then this is where I moved again. But it was constantly back and forth with my mom during this time. My mom and dad, because custody and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They had an official divorce. This was still fourth grade. And I remember exactly why all this happened because Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and I really want to play that game, dude. I own the game, right? Because
Yeah.
my dad bought it for me because he knew I wanted it. But the thing though is that I couldn't play it unless I had Xbox Live for some reason,
Hmm.
and we didn't have internet at that time. So we'd use the neighbor's fucking Wi-Fi to play Wi-Fi or watch videos and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. For years we did that. Years we did that until we got internet. I think back in sixth grade, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
But my mom had the apartment. She worked really hard for that apartment. And I remember when we went there, it was super warm again, super fucking warm, dude, which was incredible. And this was like the whole like when they got divorced, the cold stuff, that kind of happened really fast. All
Yeah.
that shit. She got the apartment pretty fast, if I remember. We
What
had
was your
Burger King.
custody plan look like? Was like week, once a week you change or
It
what?
was it was it was every week. We'd always go back and forth. At first, it was Thursdays. We'd go on Thursdays, and then we spend like 3 days over there. My dad, and we go back with my mom. But then that changed to weekends. I remember I spent the weekends with my mom, and then I went to my dad on the weekend. No, weekdays with my mom, weekends with my dad, right?
Yeah.
And that happened. Oh, shit, dude. Fucking shit, dude. I hated dude. Divorces weren't cool, dude. I didn't get two Christmases. I didn't get two
Yeah,
birthdays. I'm joking, but I didn't get it. I didn't get obviously, but I'm joking, but it was just shit, dude. People that say like divorces are like fucking cool for like presents and shit, it's fucking cap, obviously,
yeah.
right?
It doesn't usually.
Uh,
Well, I mean, it does work that way, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just my experience. I don't have divorced parents, but like,
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it's just my experience, but like, usually my dad and my mom buy individual gifts from them
yeah,
to me, so like, it would have been the same.
yeah. I know what you're
So,
saying. Like my dad wouldn't my for birthdays my dad was never there really. So I remember one birthday he really was there, and that was what? How old was I? I was like fucking 15. But that's irrelevant. My mom always tried on her birthdays though. She'd always do everything for us, which was incredible. I don't know how she clutched it. My mom came in clutch, dude. My mom's an angel, dude.
yeah.
When it came to like like treating us well and all that stuff. But there was like the bad times because she grew up in a time like back in Mecca was very traditional stuff, and that was not like the time anymore, you know. And it was like super like weird heritage, all that fucking shit, dude. But we moved into the apartment. We had stuff. We couldn't make noise because we had neighbors at the time. It was like wall to wall stuff.
Hmm.
And it was super annoying. And with the divorce, uh my brother came to age like a year late. I'm in fifth grade now. Giant time jumping shit, right?
Yeah.
TV show, all that stuff. But what's it called? My brother came to age. He was 18 now, if I remember, 17 or 18. But the court decided, oh, he can do whatever he wants now. At an early age, they did it normally at an early age. Um, and then I was the only one after that to go back and forth. And a lot of that time when I was going back and forth, my dad would leave me alone in the house, and I wouldn't have shit to fucking eat, dude. Like there wouldn't be food to eat, and if there was food to eat, it would either be fucking bread and fruit, right? And he still buys that shit to this fucking day, dude. Like if I go to the kitchen right now, I'll see bread and fruit. It's fucking annoying, dude. Like I'm tired of bread and fruit, dude. Like don't get me wrong, I'll eat it, dude. Right? I'll
Yep.
fucking eat it, but I'm tired of eating the same fucking thing, dude. Like goddamn,
Of
right?
course.
But like if it wasn't bread or fruit, I'd constantly eat Subway, I'd constantly eat Burger King, I'd constantly eat oh, I forgot to say, back when we moved to the first apartment, I ate Burger King for the first fucking thing. Like was like that was actually like, good for like a while. I ate Burger King because my dad just again like when I said during when he came back, again he still bought bread and fruit, so I was happy because it's bread and fruit, right? And it was from my dad, so it made it better. But my mom got us Burger King. We moved into the apartment, and that is why till this day I fucking stand and love Burger King and fuck McDonald's, dude. Fuck McDonald's, right? I'm emotionally attached to McDonald's, dude. There's nothing I can say that'll make me unattached to McDonald's.
Okay.
Right. I mean to Burger King.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I was gonna say.
But but I'll eat the fucking Whopper every day, dude. But again, my when I was with my dad and my sister already moved out during this time. My brother just stayed with my mom. I was the only one doing the divorce shit,
Hmm.
and I would constantly eat bread and fruit. And if there was none of that, I tell my dad to bring me food. I'd either eat pizza, Burger King. I never got tired of Burger King though. Subway. Subway got me sick though. I don't know why. Every time I ate Subway, I always got sick.
Hmm.
Just tons of fast food, and I got really overweight during that time. Like just like cause of my dad. And during that time, my dad would see that fucking whore that I told, like the blonde hair, all that bitch. Not with the son. This was a different whore.
Yeah.
But he'd always leave. He'd never come back at night. I'd always be alone at the house, and it'd be super cold. And I turn on the heater, but my dad always tell me, no, it costs money and all that shit, right? But like, obviously, money, right? But like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking cold, dog. Give
Yeah.
me a bone.
Exactly.
Um, I'd sleep alone in the living room because I didn't really have a room, even though we had two other rooms. But they like my dad would like put like construction, like they turned into storage rooms. My dad still had his room, but I'd sleep in the living room. I played my Xbox during the living room, and I guess during this time, I really was super depressed because all I would do was just play video games. Like I didn't want to talk to people at my school. Really, I had friends at school, right?
Yep.
But like I didn't care about them enough to fucking do shit after school with them, stuff like that. I just want to play video games. My dad would come back. He's like, oh, I brought food. I'd be like, okay. And I'm gonna play video games, eat food constantly every single day.
Hmm.
And I love video games to this day. And I know I have an unhealthy habit of playing video games to this day. I know that. Fucking annoying. Um, but the unhealthy habit definitely started there though. 100%. And when that again, overweight, fucking shit like that, I hated myself a lot, dude. I did not want to look at myself, dude. I had a bad double chin, like super bad double chin, dude.
You
Like
sound like me
sure.
now.
But it was like up to here, dude.
Hmm.
Severely overweight, dude. Horrible, horrible thing, dude. We also I had a dog during that time, but I think my dad sold him, which is, the fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But that happened, and it was that for years, years and years and years. Constantly overweight. My dad would manipulation, of course. The whore would like invite my dad to her house. She had a daughter too, and
Hmm.
my dad would like give them money and the bastards in the Mexico. And I after a while I was just like there like left alone constantly. Like I was always on my own. We didn't have shit to cook food. I'd always tell my mom that this would happen, and she would bring me food occasionally, but she also had to work. She had to pay for the apartment, stuff like that.
Yep.
But like this was at the same time though. When I was at my mom's, I was like on a strict stuff. Like I couldn't do anything really. Like I could, but like I had a limit. But that kind of that's when I started getting anger issues because I want to do what I wanted. So I would stay at my dad's on purpose. But at the same time, the cons of that were I was like I was left alone, obviously. But that, again,
Hmm.
I had the option to not to go to my mom's if it was that bad. And I didn't go, and that was my fault, right? So I was left alone, right? But like again, there was some times like I was there because there'd be like times where the court decided, oh, you have to be with your dad for a specific amount of time also. So like they would like add up more days, shit like that. I'd be left alone, stuff like that, right? Either overeating or undereating, fluctuating, shit like that, stuff like that. But I was still super fucking fat. But just, but he was under eating and overeating. I guess all that shit kind of just added up to fucking almost fucking death. Not death. Like I'm over exaggerating, but like just like to the point where I'm like, damn, dude, like I slow
Yeah.
your roll there, partner. You gotta like lose some weight. So then I started under eating. I would only eat like one meal a day, and then like I lost the double chin, right? Because like I still got like a little tiny one, but like it would just be like this fucking big, dude, right?
Yeah.
But like it was under eating. I had no arm strength really. The only fucking strength I had was my fucking fingers to play Xbox all fucking day, right? Because
Yeah.
gaming's life.
It is.
But
Sex is temporary, gaming is forever.
exactly. The Crocs stay on during sex.
Yeah.
But I can't remember exactly. But that went on for years. I mean years, dude. I think till what? Fuck, dude. Till sophomore year. Sophomore year. Left alone, shit like that, dude, all that fucking time. But again, I can't blame myself for a lot of that shit. I really can't blame myself for that. Um and I remember let's talk about high school. So like in high school, I was a shitty person, right, in high school, because at the time I was like, again, I was maturing. I didn't have much social skill because all I did was fucking play video games. I would be that quiet kid, that quiet kid that never fucking talks. I was that kid. But then if I were to talk, my only examples of good communication skills were the cool kids because I always wanted to be part of the cool kids, right? So like it'd be like the dudes like wearing black clothes, all that shit, right? The cool kids, right?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Oh, what's up, bitch? What's up, dog? All that stuff, right?" That's like my only example of like communication skills.
Yeah.
So if someone got to know me good, I'd be like, "What's up, dog? What's up, bitch?" Stuff like that, right? But it was not good. I didn't want to be. That's the thing though. I didn't want to be like that, but like I didn't know where else to like get my shit from.
Hmm.
It was either do that or just constantly just mm, mm. you
Yeah.
know. But like I felt. But like I definitely should have chose being quiet instead of actually trying to branch out and trying to be cool.
Hmm.
because most people today will be like, oh, I stay quiet a lot, you know, and I don't have much friends. To me, that was fucking amazing. If I stayed during like with no friends, I would have benefited till this day. I would have had fucking, better education for fucking sure, dude. If I was alone, I'd be doing my work all the time.
Yeah.
Um, but I was wanting to be like them. I turned into like a shittier person in high school. I can't say I was like bad. Like I still cared for the person, like the people around me, but I did treat them like shit, and I severely fucking apologize for that. If they'd end up watching this, I fucking apologize for that extremely amount. Because I'm not the same person I was back then, dude. I was fucking shitty person, all that stuff, right? I'll start hanging out with the bad crowd, all that stuff,
Hmm.
not cocaine, not drugs. I didn't do drugs,
Yeah.
really, but like I didn't do drugs really, but it was like that kind of crowd,
Yeah.
and shitty person, shitty. I started not caring about high school, uh, and then again sophomore year, the end of sophomore year, I met my friend. Till this day, he's my best friend. You
Hmm.
know, uh, we did some shitty things together, but we both learned our lesson for sure.
Good.
Uh, but he's in the military now. He's learning his fucking lesson for sure.
Yeah. he
And
can't do
for
he can't do nothing bad
yeah, he
there.
can't do nothing, dude. And the thing is, he's an amazing fucking dude. Like he's always been there for me, and I try to be there for him, but like it's kind of hard for me because like uh I can't say that I'm like like a good friend. Like I try to be, but like there's like times where I'm like how to explain this? It's like um I feel like like ever since like my dad shit and my mom shit, I feel like never no one understood me, right? And
Hmm.
I still feel like the same way now. Like no one really knows me. I just show them what I want to
Yeah.
show them, right? So it's like the whole bone shit and all that. I show you, like I like people watching now. I show you what I show you, right? Like I choose to show you what I want to show you. There's like so much stuff I can decide not to show, stuff like that, right? Not like bad stuff, but just like I totally different fucking person. And that's where like, it comes from because I feel like I've never truly talked to someone as myself, like the person I really am, right?
Hmm.
Because the person I really am is different than what you see, Jake, and other people see. Because I've never really fucking showed it,
If you
right?
could well, I don't, could you explain what the differences would be?
The differences, definitely like more toned down, less enthusiasm. Just pretty. It's like it'd be like damn, what's a shitty character in a movie?
I don't
Hold on.
know.
Uh, it'd be like, how do I explain this, dude? I guess like a that one girl from the Incredibles in the beginning of the movie before she was like all sad and like when she was sad and shit.
Are you talking about Violet?
Mm,
Like, or
Yeah,
wait, is it
Violet.
Violet?
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
Violet.
the
It'd
one,
be
the
like
one who
that,
goes
like
invisible, some shit.
yeah, like it'd be like just that. She like it like for me, I can not talk for like days on end, dude. Like if I'm alone, dude, I won't give a single fucking thought to myself really. Like I will, right? I guess I'm more of a philosopher, right?
Hmm.
But if again like I'm like less dramatic, less enthusiastic, uh because like I'm a very caring person. I care a lot about people, right?
Yep.
I definitely don't do that a lot too often. Like something I do that I hate about myself is that I always like end up like saying bad stuff to people, which I don't mean to do, and it just kind of happens, and I always fucking feel bad for it, and I always apologize to them all the time, all the fucking time. Like 'cause I had a friend, or still have that friend to this day, who I'd make fun of, and it was bad shit, dude. Like, I fucking love the dude though. I'm still friends with him to this day though. I definitely treat him better now, but what's it called? It was like horrible stuff, not horrible stuff, but again over exaggerating. Bad shit, shitty person. Um, I changed a lot. I'm not the person who I was before. I'm a very caring person. Again, caring person. I think a lot. I'm definitely like I'm more of a loner, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If like you know, like when you play a single player game and you're just there for hours and you don't say a single fucking thing or think a thing. It's kind of like that. That's what I'd be, for
Yeah.
sure. Just quiet, very unenthusiastic, less caring, stuff like that. Like less caring about like stuff around me, you know? Just shit like that. That's how I'd probably explain myself during that time. I don't know how long I'm supposed to go for, to be honest, dude.
I think whenever it feels right.
I don't know. So yeah, I'd say less like caring or like oblivious, I guess.
Yeah.
Just in my own little world, cause like cause I've always seen myself in a single player perspective,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like I've always seen other people around me like NPCs. I think like once high school started, I was like, dude, I want to be like I'm like I almost feel like I'm playing a character all constantly all the time. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm always playing a character.
Am I an NPC?
Dude, yeah, dude, sadly, bro. Like I appreciate you, but like it's just like something I gotta like work up to like in my head mentally, you know.
Just
But like it's just like that. Like it's because like for me, I have a less caring view about like people around me and all that stuff. Like I try my best. Like I try to fucking my best, you know, to like care for those around me. But it's so fucking hard, dude. Because I know I'm a caring person, but it's super hard to care, you know. Because like I guess less like I'm not a very empathetic person,
yeah.
but I definitely try to like you know be empathetic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So stuff like that. How else would I explain it? You know, just shit like that, dude. I don't know how. I don't know, dude. It's hard to explain. I guess like there's one person I spoke to, during December of this year, who understood me, who like thought like exactly like me, and I was like, holy shit, dude, this person's fucking incredible, right?
Yeah.
And I told you who this person was. You remember E? You know all that shit.
Was
You
it
know we
on
were
like
playing
a
Rocket
Omegle or
League.
some shit?
Yeah. And like they're the first person. I was like, dude, holy shit! Like this is like I had like a what's that? I had like a brain fart, like a fucking how do you say it?
Epiphany.
Yeah, an epiphany or epiphany, or
Epiphany.
epiphany. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
an epiphany, and like I was like, this is like the first person that knows everything. And again, I guess I kind of contradicted myself. Like, oh, no one really knows, but I guess that was like the first person that really knew. Because like even my best friend doesn't really know too much about me that I haven't showed. Like, okay, so I showed them what they know, but they don't know like everything, you know, mentally. Because mentally, like, myself, I'm just very like not fucked up, but I'd say fucked up, but not fucked up. If that makes sense. It's like very not fucked up like in general, but like it's hard to
Yeah.
explain, dude. I'm having a hard time trying to explain this whole little going on,
I
dude. You
understand.
know?
I
Yeah,
I
like
understand what you're saying.
yeah. I'm not a bad person. I've done bad stuff. I've changed those stuff, you know. Uh for the better, you know. you know, I am a caring person. I try to care as much as I can, you know. I try to be as empathetic as much as I can. I try to be enthusiastic as much as I can because I'm not much of a social person,
Yeah.
right? It might seem like it, but I'm not much of a social person, right? But at the same time, I'm trying to like improve all this because maybe if I improve all this, maybe I can better myself and be a even better person to like,
Mhm.
you know, help myself, you know, like, you know, be caring, you know, because like something I noticed is like I'm a very like fucking I got some characteristics from my dad, right? Because like I used to be like manipulative and all that stuff. I used to be like Omni Man Jr.
Yeah.
But like it was shitty fucking thing, dude. Because I've gone through shitty things, done shitty things, overcame those shitty things, and just like you know, live life to its fullest, you know. Parents divorce, all that stuff. December, all that stuff.
At least
You
you
know.
were like self-aware that you were turning into like a mini version and understood to
Yeah.
learn from that instead of just like let that be you.
Yeah, because I definitely do. I know that I've done shitty things. Cause like again, cause like oh dude, it's so hard to fucking explain, bro. Like it's so hard not to smile like how dumb I am, dude.
Okay.
But like cause like I definitely like do selfish things and think selfish things and like it almost gets me like emotional cuz I'm like, dude, like I'm like I tell myself all the time like you're not this person. like you're a better person. And like I always tell myself like I know you. Like I know you're a better person than this, you know? Like you can do better, shit like that, right?
Hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But like at the same time, I've always like saw like see myself with like two different people. So it's like the good guy, the bad guy, and then that's pretty much it. Like it's either the guy that knows, you know, everything else. It almost feels like a different fucking person and shit like that. And it's pretty fucking annoying, dude. Not gonna lie. It's like it always feels like I'm being spoken to by someone else almost. But like it's me, but like it's not me, you know? But then
Yeah.
I know it's me, you know, it's a super conflicting fucking thing. Like it's super annoying.
Hmm.
I got I got a fucked up head. Not fucked up head like, oh, I'm crazy or anything, just like, you know, there's like shit going on that like I gotta like take care of, or just uh like what's that word called? Like take care of, look, Jake, you know, take
I
care
mean,
of.
I'm not in your head. I
Yeah.
don't know this information.
What's another word for like work on? I guess yeah, I gotta take care of and work on myself mentally, you know, because like
Well,
mentally, like I'm alone, dude.
that's what I
I
was
feel
gonna
alone.
say is like your whole voice about like telling you like, oh, you're a better person. I mean that's how you learn. It's
Yeah,
just
because like
it's a part of the process. It doesn't mean you're broken. It just means that like it would be broken if you didn't understand that this, that, or the other thing was wrong.
yeah, because if
But if you're self-aware and understanding that you need to improve from those things, like that's the most important part, you know.
yeah, yeah, I understand that. It makes sense to me. It's just like I don't understand. This turned into like a mental fucking episode,
I
dude.
know.
But like my bad, my bad. It's because like I'm not good. I know that I'm not good at explaining things. Like before I even like when I'm better at thinking it than explaining it.
Hmm.
And I always like jumble stuff everywhere, dude. Like this episode's probably just gonna be so scattered around and all that stuff because like it went from like explaining my backstory really to like, you know, I mean I guess it's kind of, does it work? Does this work? Does this episode work?
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I think at the end of the day it's you speaking like it's how your mind works. And I think I'm one of those people where I think it's just interesting to see how other people's minds work
Yeah,
on
like
things.
very not intrusive but very observant.
Yeah, if you were watching this expecting some super structured like TED Talk type lecture, sorry, I don't know why you expected that from us in the first place. If you've seen our episodes before, um,
But like I think for sure, definitely, I do want to do an episode where we just talk about like our mental state in general.
yeah, that's kind of why I started like my second channel. It's like I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk more about that at some point.
Dude, I'm always watching your fucking videos, dude. Like, I swear to God, like,
What the
I
Headspace
was,
stuff or like
yeah,
the
the
main channel?
headspace.
Yeah,
Oh, both. But, like headspace stuff, I relate to that, dude. That shit's fucking incredible.
yeah.
If you're not aware, you should watch Headspace.
JTL Headspace.
ATL Headspace. It's very relatable. There's two videos out right now for his channel, but it's very
Yeah,
relatable in my opinion, and I love that channel. It's like incredible. You know,
yeah.
it just started.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a place for me to kind of be like you are now. It's just like kind
Yeah,
of I don't know, like get feelings that I wouldn't normally express out, if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Because like,
So,
do you have like trouble expressing yourself?
um I think like I know how to word how I feel a lot of the time. Sometimes there's
Yeah,
certain times I don't. I think it's more that I feel either like two ways. Either I'm scared to express how I feel about something because like almost like a fear of like someone rejecting that line of
yeah.
thinking,
I
or
can relate to that.
I get like white people privilege syndrome where I'm like
Yeah, you're white.
I
You can't relate. You know?
no, it's more like, you know, who am I to have
Yeah,
opinion? Like what? Like I shouldn't be complaining if that makes
yeah,
sense about
yeah,
things, but you kind of have to go past that and understand that it's not complaining, it's expressing how you feel. And that's the first step in learning how to, you know, come to terms with that and find ways to
yeah,
fix things that you feel like are wrong. and move on and become a better person. So,
It's so fun. It's like I find that interesting, dude. Because like for me personally, like I've never really had like video like to me just playing video games like used to help. It doesn't really help now. Like I'm in a better state now than I was, right?
mhm.
But like like I said, I still have like some issues of fucking face too. But like I never like I was always told that like I was always told like we don't care, right? Shit like that.
Mhm.
Like oh like I go like the first person like I tried talking to ever was my best friend. It did work, but like again, I never went full blown force with like fucking explaining exact like everything mentally, right?
Yeah.
But like I never like had anybody to talk to, dude. Like it's so fucking hard to talk to someone and tell them I'm going through some shit, you know? Like my parents, for example, like my dad does not give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Homies like I don't remember asking, you know? But like
Didn't ask.
my mom tries, but like like there's still like a little barrier there that because dude, she does my brother, my sister, my dad, my mom do not know me. Like they really don't know me.
Yeah.
And it's like it's hard to explain, but it's like there's like a whole side of me that they don't know. Not a whole like I guess like fucking 90% of they don't know. Cause they just sees me as like someone else, right? That I like, that did like the same fucking dude from like back then, their kid and shit. But like I there's times like I don't feel like I'm related to them at all. Like I don't know them, you know. Like I'm like what the fuck,
Yeah.
like like it's hard to explain, but it's almost like I don't really relate to you guys, you know. Like I'm like it's like I'm not I don't know how we're family, you know, because like uh I'm just what's how do I explain this, dude? It's like not like in a fucked up way, but it's just like I don't know how like damn, how do I explain this, man? Like again, like how we're family, right? How we're
Mhm.
even related because like when I was growing up, I grew up with the mindset like that every TV show and movie puts that every family's supposed to be super close and all like bunched up together, like all happy and stuff,
Yeah.
like I growing up, I always wanted that. I always wanted a family that's like fucking, so super caring for each other, super, super. Oh, hey, Mark, oh, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Stuff like that, Uh, just shows like that, dude. Like I've always wanted like childhood shit, like good childhood shit, like fucking amazing shit, right? Kid shit that like kids had on TV. Dude, I wanted shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But I also wanted a family like that's fucking amazing. We'd always do stuff together, go out together, and all that stuff. But like I can't remember exactly when, but I know a certain point in my life, I realized that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, you're not gonna get the family you want. You're not gonna, for obvious reasons, divorce and all that shit. I was like, you're not gonna like you and your family aren't gonna be close. Like something told me that like you and your family aren't gonna be fucking close. Like just separate yourself from them, cut yourself off, shit like that. And like I kind of did because like I still care about my mom, right? And like sometimes like I say like it's hard to care for them knowing the shit they've done to
Mhm.
me and like for the family and all that shit. And because like again my it's not like happy goody shit, like yeah, me and my brother like used to be close, but like there's still bad shit that over like they're bad the like okay how to more there's more bad things that like kind of overcame the good stuff, like it's almost like a barrier where like oh they've done so much bad shit, why should I fucking care about the good stuff,
Do you
and then
almost
that
feel like you were robbed of that experience?
robbed dude, it sounds so
Because
selfish,
because
but
the way
yeah.
I interpret everything you've told me is like your circumstances happened because of the actions of other people, and
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily that you were just like naturally poor. It was
Hmm.
because someone fucked up here or someone fucked up there and weren't responsible, and which is something that you couldn't help because you're a
I
fucking
couldn't
kid. You don't
totally
make you're not making
exactly.
money and you're not spending it either,
Yeah.
right? And so realistically you had, your mom and dad who normally you would trust to like do what they're supposed to do,
Yeah.
and You rely on them to be responsible with the money or
Yeah.
with each other anyways, and especially emotionally too. But
Yeah.
none of those three things happened, so you weren't even naturally like poor. You didn't grow up and start off in the fucking projects, right?
Yeah. I didn't grow up in the we started
That's a
like a
thing.
good
That's what I'm
amount.
saying. It's like if
Yeah.
I were you, I would feel robbed of that experience because it could have been that
Yeah.
if you two weren't fucking dumb.
Yeah. Basically.
Basically, like that's how I
Basically.
would feel if I were you, you
Yeah.
know.
Honestly, that's a very good way to put it. I guess robbed is a good word. But like I still have childhood tendencies to buy shit that a child would like, for example.
Funko Pops,
Uh,
yeah.
uh, you know, like that's like childhood shit, dude, that I've always wanted. And like right now I have a lot of the stuff I've always wanted. Not the family shit, but just shit that I wanted.
Material
And
things.
materialistic stuff, exactly. Because I am kind of a materialistic person, but it's only with like when it comes to childhood shit, right? Like I crave that nostalgia to like be a child again.
Yeah.
Because I can say I did have a good childhood sometimes, but I there's definitely bad shit happened more than good shit. And that's the thing though. My parents and my siblings will not understand that. If I try to explain that to them, they're like, "Oh no, you didn't." I'm like, "You weren't me, you know. You can't be in my position because you weren't in my position to see all the shit that I've seen,
Yeah.
right?" Like my sister had she had definitely had it worse than me, right? But I had definitely 100% know that like I've gone through some shit, and I'm not gonna like be like that type of person like, oh, I've gone through shit, no big, all that stuff. Like I know, like I've been there, but like it's kind of hard to fucking someone say you haven't really been there when like I know I've seen some shit. Definitely
Yeah.
haven't had the worst shit,
It's
but I
like the
know I had like some
audacity of
shit.
you to tell me my experience.
Exactly,
It's
fucking
yeah.
exactly. And my family doesn't understand that, like there's a reason why I buy this fucking stupid shit, dude.
But you're like
Like
really good with your money though. At least
no,
from
I'm
what
really
you've
good with my
told
money.
me, like you're really
Yeah,
good at managing your money. So
yeah,
you can afford to buy these things, these expensive
yeah,
items for your computer or setup or
yeah,
your Funko Pop collection, which I mean granted they're not expensive, but like,
yeah,
you can do that.
yeah,
And
and
it's almost like the way you could see it too is it's almost like your way of proving to yourself that you're going to be different,
exactly,
you know.
exactly, yeah,
And,
exactly,
and even if you don't necessarily see it as that way, that's kind of what it feels like to me at least.
yeah, yeah.
So
Like I learned from my mom and my dad not to make the
what
same
not to do.
mistakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I learned from my sister not to make the same mistakes. My brother's a good example, but dude, he's like my brother has no fucking feelings, dude. Like he's like a robot, dude.
He
It's
probably
crazy.
does, he's just really good at
He
hiding
does.
them.
Yeah, yeah,
He
100%.
suppresses
Like
it, and that's
the
not a
other
good thing.
exactly, yeah. The other day I realized that my brother's scared of fucking spiders. And I was like,
Same.
"What? Really? You guys are scared of spiders?"
Yo, dude, I fucking hate spiders and snakes are like spiders, snakes, and heights
Oh,
are like my
snakes is
three
good.
biggest ones.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I agree with heights. Spiders, no. Snakes, definitely. But like my brother's scared of daddy long legs, right?
I
And
know those are harmless, but like I'll
yeah,
still kill them.
yeah,
I'm not gonna touch them,
yeah.
but I
Dude,
know those are harmless.
it's because like yesterday, my brother was like, we were moving like windows, right?
Hmm.
Because we were working a little bit, and there was like hella spiders, and I'm like, oh, look at those spiders. And he's like, don't touch them, get away from them, shit like that.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are they gonna do to you? I'm like, they're harmless, right? And he's like, you never know. He's like, they'll lay eggs in your ears or something, right? My brother has a huge fear of spiders.
yeah.
Dude, I started punching all of them, dude. I was like, what are they gonna do, bro? I was like, what are they gonna do? I started punching all of them. Like by the time I was like, I already had like hella spiders on my fists and stuff, because there's tons, dude, like tons.
Yeah.
I was punching them all. I was like genocide, dude. But
Okay.
like, it's a joke. Don't take that seriously, guys. But
Not
like,
because this is not the first time you've made a genocide joke. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But like, I was fucking socking shit everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
I had no reason to kill them, except to prove a point to my brother that they're harmless. Trying to help him get over his fear.
Yeah.
But again, just do not fucking kill spiders. Fuck. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have fucking done it. But like it's stuff like that. Like I'm aware that I shouldn't have killed those spiders, right? But like I know that it's wrong, but I did it, and I gotta like I still make mistakes like that. You know, it's not a good fucking thing. You know,
Granted, that's a
Shit
very
like
minor mistake.
very minor mistake. Killing tons of
PETA,
spiders.
if you're watching this, you can sue Bones, not me. I didn't kill the spider. Well, I have,
Dude,
but
PETA does worse than me, dude.
I know.
Fuck that, dude. If they want to cancel someone, cancel PETA, dude. Fuck. Yeah, just horrible shit. You know, mentally. I've been through shit. Again, I've been through shit. I know shit. I've seen shit. Um, shitty family. Never had the family I really wanted or thought that I had.
Hmm.
Uh, I've always like again like crave for that. Crave for childhood stuff. I'm definitely my own person. I'm not the smartest guy, but like I know my shit around stuff. Like I know my way around things. You know, I know like how to get to certain points in life. Because like my family sees me like as a type of guy who like uh doesn't know how to do shit. But like in reality, when I show them I know how to do something, they're like, "What the fuck? Like when are you learn this?" You know? They're like, "Holy shit, this is like Terminator."
Yeah.
It's like it's basically like like when you show your grandpa or something like how to like use a TV. I'm like that, but with hella shit, like hella other shit,
Yeah.
right? Like just like tons of other stuff that they're unaware of, and they're like, what the hell? Like, how this guy know how to do this? You know, it's so weird, you know.
Hmm.
And I love doing that to my dad because my dad's like, what the fuck? You know, like the fuck's this dude doing? Like playing fushi, like he's playing with fushigis right now, you know, like fushigi ball, you know, all that stuff, you know,
I
stuff
know how
like
to
that.
juggle, bitch.
I know how to juggle, but like back to, quick, let me just quickly end this fucking thing. Because I'm going on for too long for sure. It's already 12:21. But my dad, and a quick end of summary to the story. My dad is definitely a better person. Not as good as he was back then, but definitely better. He ended up trying to change his way into becoming a family man. It's semi there, but he had a lot of mistakes. You know, it's a little hard to accept that shit, right?
Yeah.
My mom, very independent woman. She did care. My sister tried to raise us. She left. It's fine though because she's young, you know. Not the lead. Like her leaving is fine. Like we don't give a fuck. I'm just saying what happened. My brother, good guy. Has his own world for sure. Just stuff like that. But like it's all better now. It's all better now. Yeah, parents are still divorced, but like like, who's gonna fucking blame that shit? Oh, I forgot to say R. My mom ended up dating R,
Hmm.
our neighbor. Yeah, so she got them divorced, and yeah, pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good shit.
he's an okay guy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I don't know. If you have questions, ask them in the comments or some shit. I don't know. I
Gotcha.
don't know.
Well, I guess that's the end of Bones' origin story.
Yeah, we
So
could probably like I don't know.
it's officially the longest episode of the podcast so far.
Yeah, man.
At a
How long
whopping
was it?
1 hour and 32 minutes right now.
Oh,
So
incredible. I'm always breaking records, dude.
I know you're always
Awesome.
striving for that extra step.
I try, dude. I try. I try. Oh my god. Do you have any
Perfect.
questions? If you don't,
No, I don't think I have any more questions.
yeah,
So yeah,
incredible
I think we got a pretty thorough, you know, origin story.
episodes.
Mine's not
Yeah,
as thorough only because I haven't had much shit happen. So
that's completely fine, dude.
yeah, but I'll
I
still go over stuff and stories and
yeah,
whatnot.
I want to hear it, dude. I always like hearing people's
I
perspective
think a
on life
lot
and all
of
that
my
stuff.
origin story is gonna be focusing on like recent things.
Yeah, which is
So
fine,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
I
But
like that.
I think it's gonna be it for episode 17 of the Good Boys podcast. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, we appreciate you. Like and
Yeah, we really
subscribe.
do, cause fuck, it is a
Yeah,
long ass fucking
yeah.
story,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck.
But yeah, please like and subscribe. We'd appreciate that as well. And leave a comment if you have any further questions, or if you have questions for further episodes, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, we will see you later.
Oh,
And
bye. What? Bye,
bye.
bye, bye, bye.